All right. Well, welcome. Get yourself situated, right? I'm just helping Tasha out. Not that she needs my assistance by any means, but just kind of helping out. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Pretend like you guys are coming to school, to class, because you are. Uh, Tuesdays and Thursdays are the class that we offer to our team. Because a lot of times people come in and they may say, well, Megan, she only talks about marketing and that type of thing. And I came to Tasha and I said, listen, Tasha, she's an awesome, awesome trader. And she doesn't just need any kind of introduction. But I just went to Tasha and I also went to Marcia and said, can you help me? Because I'm a beginning trader. So everybody thinks that I know everything and I just defer to Tasha. Like, I don't know. I'm learning how to trade just like you guys are. I'm learning how to set up my MT4. So what I do is I just go find people who know more than I do and ask them if they will be of service. And Tasha Hodes is phenomenal. She's been trading for years. She knows what she's doing. She came over here and was one of my first traders that I said, can you test out the product? And she made $675 her first week, $900 her second week. Took some trades with the trading group and made some money on gold. I think she's consistently making about $100+ a day. And she took a $1,700 account to, I don't know what it is now, but I know that weeks ago when I talked to her, it was already at $4,300. So she's making just as much money as I am utilizing the product. And that's how we're going to keep people here. So what you guys want to do though, is before you get into the 7 o'clock classes, kind of do your due diligence. Get on YouTube and watch a video on what is a MetaTrader 4. How do I link my broker account to my MetaTrader 4? Do a little bit before you get in here so that you're not just completely green, right? Because she can only help so many of you. But Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we'll be hosting this so that you guys can get some extra attention. All right. So without further ado, Miss Tasha, are you out there?
Thank you, Megan. I am. Thank you so much. Thank you for that introduction. Yeah, it's been really good over here. I'm consistently making anywhere between $600 and $1,000 each week. Even the first week we were here, and that's mostly from the Tradera trade alerts that are sent out. But I'm also in the 20 pips and dip live sessions that they have 3 times a day. They do the morning session at 8 o'clock for the New York session. They do a 9 p.m. for the Asian session, and then a 2 a.m. Eastern time for the London session. So they're also calling out live trades in those sessions. So it's easy to catch some pips. So as Megan said, what we want to do in these Tuesday and Thursday classes, we want to help you get set up. And we want to ease you into this new language of Forex. At least it may be new for some who are beginners to the Forex industry. So what I encourage you to do is dive into your back office. Let me show that to you. I'm logged into Tradera here. So here under Education Platform, let me click on that. There is the Forex section. And if you scroll all the way down, there's also the technical analysis section. So that's where you want to spend your time. The owners of the company, Cody and Easton, they are the instructors. And I'm just really impressed with the back office. A little bit about my trading history. When I first started, I literally spent 6 months just doing training videos, right? And so then I went to trade live and realized I had no clue as to what I was doing. I had no strategy, and I ended up, losing money. So what I love about Tradera's back office is that it's streamlined. It doesn't have to take you 6 months to digest the information. What they've done is presented all of the information concisely so that you can get what you need to know to be a successful trader. So don't be afraid to get back there. There's the Forex section, and then there's technical analysis. So what I'll do on the Tuesday, Thursday calls is just highlight some of the information, just sort of ease you into it. And then you'll be ready for those live classes, and you'll have a clue when they throw out those concepts. All right, so I also want to point you to my YouTube channel. So the PowerPoint slides that I'll go over tonight, they're all posted here. Just search for my name in YouTube, and all of the videos that we'll go over tonight will be posted here. And what I think I'm going to do is kind of highlight and place a number over the intro slide so you'll know the order of the videos in case you're brand new. So what we'll do, we'll spend the first half hour just kind of reviewing all that we've covered so far. And what I like to do at the end is add a little bit more. And then we'll spend the last half with Q&A and answering any questions that you have. So let's start with the very first step of setting up your demo account. So the demo account is very important. Once you can do this, your first day here with Tradera. And this will give you the place to take the trades in an environment that has fake money, and you can get familiar with entering a trade and just kind of really get comfortable before you open up your live account. So make mistakes, play around. That's the purpose of your demo account. So one of the first questions that new people have is, which broker do I use? Now, Tradera will not recommend a particular broker. Here is a list, as your coach that we're providing. I have most of these brokers, and what we'll do for example purposes is go with Hugo's Way, just to kind of show you the process from the beginning to the end. But these are some of the suggested brokers that we recommend. So for our example, we will go with Hugo's Way. So the URL is hugosway.com/demo-sign-up. Once you're here, just a few fields that you'll need to fill out: first name, last name, email address. Make sure it's an email address that you can access, because they're going to send you a confirmation email and you're going to need that to log in later. For leverage, you'll choose 500. And for your starting balance, you'll see some big numbers here. If you're able, just choose the smallest one, $1,000. We want you to practice with an amount that's somewhere close to what you'll be starting your live account with. Now, before you get worried, we only recommend you start your live account with $50 or $100, somewhere in that ballpark. But when you get to that drop down, you'll see options for 10,000, 20,000. If you're able, just use the smaller one so you can get familiar with what it's like. So next, Hugo's Way will send you a confirmation email. It will say you have successfully registered for your MT4 demo account. Pay close attention to the demo account number and the trader password. You're going to need this information when it's time to log into the trading application. All right, so what we use to enter our trades is MetaTrader 4, or MT4 for short. So in this confirmation email, you're going to get a link here at the bottom. So choose the download appropriate to your phone. And for this purpose, we're going to download the app on our phone. I'll do another slide and video in terms of downloading to your computer, because I know some are asking questions about that. So for now, we're just going to download it to our phone. And that's it for that first presentation that we covered a few weeks ago. So now that you have created your demo account and you've downloaded MT4, now I'll show you how to connect that demo account on your MT4 application. Feel free in these classes to break out your phone, open up your laptop, and go through these steps as I'm speaking. Now, this is sort of review, so I'm going a little faster than normal, but don't worry, all of the slides and PowerPoints you can find on YouTube. So first, I'll go through the steps for an iPhone, and then we'll do the Android. It's a little different depending on your phone. So with the iPhone, once you open up MetaTrader 4, you're going to click this settings icon in the bottom right. Okay, next you're going to click on new account. And on this third icon picture here, you will select use your login, log into an existing account, use your login password to connect to the broker of your choice. So select this second option here. When you do that, you'll come to this screen, and if you don't see Hugo's Way in your list, just click here on the icon search and just type in Hugo's Way. And normally for every broker, you'll see two options, one for your live account and one for your demo account. So in this case, we will select Hugo's Way-Demo 3. Just an extra note, some of you chose this first option and you said, well, MetaTrader 4 already had a demo account set up for me. And that's how you'll see it presented in the Tradera back office. And that way it's not tied to any broker. I listed these steps for you so that I could get you in the habit of going through a broker, because the steps will be very similar when you do your live account. So if for whatever reason you have the demo account from MetaTrader 4, that's fine. You'll still be able to practice your trades there. So either one is fine. So back to the iPhone steps. Now you're on the login page. So to the left is that confirmation email that Hugo's Way sent. My demo account number, that will be my login, and the trader password will be the password. So I'll enter those fields here. Make sure that the save password is to the right or on as it's shown here. That way you won't have to remember the login and password anymore. And then click sign in the upper right corner. So those were the steps for the iPhone. Now let's do the same thing for the Android. So you open up MetaTrader 4. In the upper left corner, I believe it's called a hamburger icon, 3 horizontal lines right next to quotes. That's what you're going to click. Click on that icon and click on manage accounts. It should be in the blue font. Next, click on this plus icon in the top right-hand corner. When you do that, we will log into an existing account, similar to what we did for the iPhone. And again, if you don't see Hugo's Way as an available broker, just type it in and hit enter. And we want to select Hugo's Way-Demo 3, just like what we did for the iPhone. And here's our login and password. And you'll pull up that email, confirmation email from Hugo's Way. Make sure the save password is checked. And then there's a sign in for you. So those are the steps to actually connect MetaTrader 4 to that demo account that you created. All right, so we're getting close to actually entering a trade. Before we do that, I want to show you what the Tradera trade alert looks like and sort of break it down for you so you'll know what data you'll be entering. So the picture to the right, this is what the Tradera trade alert will look like when it comes in on the Telegram channel, okay? Tradera's team is placing a buy trade on Euro odd at the current market price with these parameters. So the first thing that you're given is a stop loss, and this is the price that you're going to enter on your phone. So the stop loss is the price where you will exit the trade. Okay, so in this case, we're placing a buy. That means we expect the price to go up. So maybe there's a news event and all of a sudden price starts dropping. Well, you just don't want to drop it and go negative in your account. And definitely you want to place a stop loss. So at a certain price, MetaTrader 4 will take you out of the trade and you're no longer losing money. Stop loss is very important. You always want to have that set. Next, take profit. So Tradera will give you a take profit 1, a take profit 2, and a take profit 3. So when you enter the trade, you'll just choose one. So I'm sure your question is, well, which one do I choose? And it depends on your style of trading. And for those who are new, let me explain it a little bit and you can decide. So if you choose take profit 1, then that's the sort of the fastest trade. So in this case, we expect a buy. So when price gets to 1.8406, typically the Tradera trade take profit 1 is roughly around 20 pips. So if you just want to pip and dip, as we say, get in the trade, get your profits and leave, then you'll choose take profit 1. Now take profit 2 is sort of in the middle. It takes a little bit longer to reach it, a little bit more risky, but bigger profits. And that's typically what I do. I go between take profit 1 and take profit 2. Now, take profit 3, you are the patient trader. You're in it for, it could be a whole day or longer. And you want maximum profit, and you don't mind waiting until you get it. You would use take profit 3. Some would say it's more risky to stay until take profit 3, but it just depends on your style. Now, lot size. You will not see the lot size in the Tradera trade alert. However, you do need to enter a lot size before you take the trade. So as we talk more about trading, we'll talk about how the lot size affects how much profits you get. But for now, just to keep it simple, you can follow this sort of industry standard. Marcia and I, we talk about lot size, and we definitely 100% agree that this is the industry recommendation for what you should use as your stop loss. So if you're trading account balance, and this is for demo or live, if it's $100, then your lot size is going to be 0.01. For $200, 0.02. So most of your demo accounts will be at $1,000, so you can use a 0.1 lot size. And for a $10,000 account, live or demo, that would use a standard lot or 1.0. And we'll talk more about how that affects your profit in a little bit. So finally, each Tradera trade alert will end with additional notes. Please use proper risk management. What that means is make sure you have a stop loss set, okay, because anything can happen, and use the appropriate lot size. We recommend growing your account in a safe and more conservative manner, and so that's why we recommend that chart that was shown. All right, so we have set up our demo account. We have connected our demo account to MetaTrader 4. We understand what the Tradera trade alert looks like. Now let's actually take the trade. So the first step is to select your pair. So first I'll go through the steps on the iPhone, just like we did before, and then we'll go through the same steps for the Android. So back on the home page for the iPhone, the first thing we have to do is select our pair. Now, if the currency pair that you're trading is already listed, then you're good. But if you don't see it, then just click on the plus icon in the top right. For Hugo's Way, you will select FX crosses, and that wording there may differ depending on what broker you're using. CAD, JPY, let's say that's the pair we're going for. We're just going to click on that green circle plus icon. And once you do that and press done, now CAD JPY will be listed at the bottom of your list. So now that you have that pair, just hold it down for just 1 or 2 seconds, and this menu will show, okay? Select trade. And now, that's why we're showing the trade alert here to the right. we're going to enter our lot size, our stop loss, our take profit, and if we're buying or selling. So take a look at the trade alert. Remember, lot size is not going to be given because it depends on your account. We have a $1,000 demo account, so our lot size, we would set it to 0.1. So literally just take your finger, put it on that field, and you can edit it. You don't necessarily have to do the pluses or the minuses. You can just place your finger right there on the field and edit that number. Same thing for stop loss. Stop loss is given directly in the trade alert. So you would type in the 76.248, take your finger, put it in that field, and you can edit it. Same thing for take profit. Depending on your style, take profit 1, 2, or 3. Choose one of those, put your finger here in that take profit field and type it in. Now the last step, which will actually put us in the trade, is to click sell or buy. Our trade alert says buy, we press buy, but before we press it, we go back and we make sure all of these fields are what we want. We press buy, and now we're in the trade. Let's do the same thing for the Android. You're here on the main menu. If you see your pair listed, you're good. If not, press the plus icon in the top right. Now for the Droid, remember it said FX crosses for the iPhone. Now select FX group and then just click on your pair and it'll show up again on your list. So similar to the iPhone, hold down the pair. This menu will appear. So with the iPhone, we saw trade. With the Android, we're going to press new order. Fill in these same fields: lot size, stop loss, and take profit. Now, I think it's interesting, but the Android won't show the words stop loss or take profit. You just have to know that the number to the right is your take profit and the number to your left is your stop loss. Okay, so again, you're taking those stop losses and take profit from the Tradera trade alert. You're entering your lot size based on that chart we showed. And then because it's a buy, you press buy and you are in the trade. All right, guys, so we have created our demo account. We have connected that demo account to MetaTrader 4. We understand what the trade alert looks like, and now you know how to enter the trade. So as long as you're connected to that Telegram where all the Tradera trade alerts come in, now you can take all the trades that come in through your demo account and get started. Now, I want to move a little bit away from MetaTrader 4 because the goal, remember, of these classes, there's a wealth of information in your back office. We just want to ease you into the process so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable, okay? So I'm sure you've heard all the buzz about the 20 pips and dip indicator that the Lit Trade House has put out for us to use. I want to show you what those steps are to get your indicator, and then we'll finish the training tonight with just a few basics on trading view. Okay, so you'll have some more homework to do. So if you want to get the indicator, first go to this website, 20pipsanddip.com. This is what you'll see here on the left. Click on sign up now, the blue link. This screen on the right will appear. Type in a username that you want to use for the site, first and last name. You'll need your Tradera username. You can get that from your back office if you don't remember. An email address, password, and then submit registration. So this is to get access to the 20pipsanddip.com site, right? Not the indicator, just the site. And this right now, this is a manual process, so it may take a couple of days. So once you get that email confirmation, then you'll be able to log in. And when you log into the site, in the top right, well, first I want to point out, go ahead and watch the strategy. Coach Max does an amazing job of teaching you how to use it, the strategy that the indicator is based off. So on the right, click Get the Indicator once you have read the training. And then this screen on the right will appear. You'll need to fill out your name, email address, TradingView username. I'll cover that on the next slide. Tradera username and Tradera ID number. And both of those you can find in your back office. Hit submit. Again, this is a manual process, okay? So that may take some time, a couple of days, I think. And they're doing that on the weekends as well.
Hey,
So,
Tasha, really quickly.
yes.
Can you mute the people out? Alvin, can you mute your phone?
I sure can.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear.
Phones have come unmuted. Mute your phone.
Yes, I can hear. I'm here.
Okay, great.
Yeah, go ahead and mute your phone though, please.
My phone number?
Yeah, just mute it because your phone's unmuted. You have background noise. Just mute out your phone.
All right. I was driving at the same time. That's right.
No problem. Go ahead and unmute.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you will need TradingView, and TradingView is a wonderful app that you can use on your laptop. You can actually use it on your phone as well, although it may be a little small. I have a team member who loves to use it on his phone. So go to tradingview.com. It won't take long. In the upper right corner, you'll see Join for Free. So that's what you want to click on. The screen to the right will come up. You'll need a username that you create, email, and password. Then be sure to check each of these boxes, click I'm not a robot, and then the blue link for sign up. Once you do that, then once you log in, you'll be able to click on chart. So that's where you want to go. Once you click on chart, here's what you'll see. And so this is what we ended with last week. I pointed out 2 fields that you'll use the most. You'll want to go to this top left and type in the pair. In this case, we're looking at USD JPY. And then the time frame field is on the right. And you'll hear them talk in class. You can look at a chart on the D time frame for daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Those are normally the time frames that you'll hear referenced the most. So what we want to end with tonight are just a few tips and tricks for using TradingView. So once you go into TradingView and you type in your pair and your time frame, this is what you'll see, okay? Now, you'll hear the traders talk about marking up your charts. So for the 20 pips and dip indicator, step 1 is to do your top-down analysis. And what that means, and this will make more sense as you go through your back office, is marking your support and your resistance lines and your trend lines on the different time frames. So if you click on the line tool here, I've given you an example of how you can mark your support. And you can use the same line to actually draw a trend line. So we want to keep it very high level. So I'll stop it there in terms of tools. But I do want to show you where you can get the indicator. So, you know, you went to the 20 pips and dip website. Once you got approved, you signed up to get the indicator. The indicator is going to show up here in your TradingView. So you're not going to get an email with it. You're not going to have to download it. It's actually going to be connected to your TradingView account. That's why you had to give them a username. So you'll click here, this FX for indicators, and then in the search bar, you're going to type in maybe just 20 or 20 pips and dip. And here is the indicator. Okay, so that's what I wanted to end with for tonight. I'm going to give you guys a chance to go ahead and go through these steps. I know that the approval process may take a few days, but in the next training, I can actually show you what the indicator looks like on TradingView, and also show you MetaTrader 4 on your laptop. So with that, I will unmute everyone and we can start the questions.
Actually, you probably don't want to
Could you give us the Telegram name?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. For the Tradera trade alerts?
Yes.
I don't want to do that online because I'm going to publish this on YouTube,
Okay.
but we will have it posted inside the Elite Mastermind Telegram.
All right, let me write that
And
one
you
down.
can, and if for some reason you have difficulty, send me a message on Telegram and I can make sure you get connected.
And Tasha, I'm going to ask them because it used to be in the back office. So we're trying to figure out if it's just posted like in the Lit Trade House. I didn't post it in the Elite group because there are people in there who haven't paid. So we don't want them to click into there. So I'm going to send a support ticket and just ask them how they want us to share that. I know it might be in the Lit Trade House because you have to put your client number in the Lit Trade House to be accepted.
That's a good point. Yeah, it used to be the fourth question down in the FAQ, and now it's no longer there.
Yeah, it's missing. So
yep,
I'm gonna find out about that.
Hello, is this Tasha?
Yes, it is.
Hi there. This is Ron from Washington D.C. I'm signing. How are you? I'm signing into the 20 pips and dips, but it asks for a password for the email. Is that a password? The same password that I use for Tradera, or is that a password that I am creating?
Let's see. Let me go back to my slide.
For creating the account.
So are you attempting to register for the site or for the indicator?
I'm creating an account first, so I'm not in the system.
So you're here. Are you looking at the screen?
Oh, let me go back. Hold up, let me go back. I am there. No, I am at the next page, I guess. It says create an account or existing account, and I'm creating an account.
So are you here? Sign up now? Have you logged in before?
No, I never logged in. No, that's where I was there. Yeah, I was there, and I clicked on that, and then it took me to the next page.
Right here. So username, first name, last name.
Correct.
Okay. So your question is about which password for your email?
For the email, is that something that I am creating, or is that something that I use for Tradera?
Yes, I think it would have been easier if the password was right next to username, but yeah, that's going to be your password for the site. That is a bit confusing.
That I am for this site, site.
Yes, that you are creating.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you,
yep.
Tasha.
Good question. No problem.
Tasha?
Yes.
It's Kiana. How are you?
Hey there, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Wonderful class tonight. It just breaks everything down in simplest terms. And I think, for a lot of us who haven't really had a chance to get on here and explore and everything, this was really helpful. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I was going to ask you, like, once you go in and set your leverage, like, how can you change it? Because I tried, I've kind of been, just exploring my demo account, but I didn't have I don't think I set my leverage for what you recommended. Right. So how do you go back and change that?
Okay, well, let me answer it this way. For a live account, once you can go into your back office of your broker, specifically Hugo's Way, and you can change it at any time. Now, for a demo account, I don't know if that option is available. So what I would do is just go and create another one and set the leverage. You can go to that same site, that same demo site, hugosway.com/demo-sign-up, and just you can have multiple demo accounts. You're not limited to just one.
Oh,
Hey,
gotcha,
Tasha,
gotcha.
I sent an email, and I asked them to change it, and they actually changed it.
For your demo account?
Yeah, I sent like you know how you can chat with them I just sent them an email and asked if I could change my leverage, and it was like set at, I don't know, it's like $100,000. Hey guys, can you mute your phones for me, please? And Jackie, can you mute your phone, please? Thanks. Yeah, and I sent them an email, and they actually changed it.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, the support, the chat line with Hugo's Way is the best. They're even open on the weekends. So I really love their customer support.
Hi, this is LaTanya Williams. I'm brand new to this, and so it's a lot of overwhelm. It's very overwhelming. I did do my homework, though. I've gone to, I think, both of your sites where you talk about the 2-week syllabus and, going through that. So I guess my question is, this is great information, and I really wanted to learn how to do the demo. What would you recommend the steps to be? And I'm taking all these notes as far as starting out with this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
your live account?
No, not my live account just yet. Just starting out to absorb all of this information. Because there's so much there and it's all really good. What would you recommend? Do you recommend that go ahead, let's just jump in and go to the demo and start that? I mean, I didn't even know what PIPS was until I read it in in the manual that you sent. I kept hearing PIPS. I was like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So that's that's the level I'm at. So how do I get from being so simplistic and so brand new? I feel like I'm already 50 steps behind everybody to try to catch up.
No worries. I'm going to borrow Megan's phrase. She always says, Forex is like an elephant, but how do you eat it? One bite at a time. Okay. So for you, relax. It's a marathon. We're not sprinting. We're not sprinting at all, but go to the back office. Have you gone through the Forex section? Because that's like the best intro in that back office.
I've gone through the Forex section. I've gone through like element 1, 2, I think I saw on your video 4, 8. So, and then watch those. And I've downloaded the MT4. I have that on my phone. I haven't done anything with it. So I've kind of gone through the steps and done things that, everybody has said to do. But I feel as though I have all of these pieces and I can't figure out how to put my puzzle together.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, we are dealing with a very large puzzle. So once you understand the Tradera trade alert, are you in the Telegram to get those trade alerts?
No, I have to figure out how to get into that.
Okay, that would be your next step because that's when it's going to kind of come alive for you. When you get that trade alert and you actually enter it in your demo account and you watch it play out.
Okay, and I guess, Megan, my husband is Frank Williams, so I can have him contact you to get the trade alert information.
Yeah, but as long as you guys, because we have the link, I just didn't post it on the Facebook group. I'll ask the leaders, but I have the link. If I know you guys are in, then I'll give it to you because they do a sweep. So basically, when you get into that trade alert group, make sure it's Telegram. Make sure that your name in the company matches your Telegram name, because then they'll sweep you out of there like every week if you haven't paid, if you're not active, that type of thing. Somebody's writing on your screen. Yeah, so I can get that for you. Just send me a text message with your client. If you guys send me a text message with your client number, I'll send you the Telegram link. And then you can give it to people who are actually in the company, obviously. I'm not like the keeper of the Telegram link. didn't want to post it on my page or my Facebook, because there's so many people in there that aren't a part of the company. You guys might want to turn off your videos. I don't want you to be embarrassed when I see you at the convention.
So then, Tasha, after I get this trade alert that you're talking about, because I'm taking notes, what do I do next? Or
okay,
where do I go?
The reason that I like to start from step one and just add on with each of these classes, after you've been to a couple of these, maybe 1, 2, whatever is better for your comfort level, then we want you to jump into the live classes.
Okay. The live classes that are in the back office?
Those, as well as the 20 pips and dip classes that they're having 3 times a day.
Okay. And then before you go, and I don't mean to hog up the time, I did have one other thing. One, I missed the times. Can you tell me those again? I know I didn't write them down fast enough.
Absolutely. So this is Eastern. It's 8 in the morning, and that's for the New York session.
Okay.
And then it's 9 p.m. Eastern, and that's for the Asian session. And then while I'm sleeping, it's 2 a.m. Eastern, and that's for the London session. And so I love those sessions because, one, you get to see the 20 pips and dip indicator in use. They explain it. They do the same instruction, over and over again. And you get to see how they analyze the chart and how they call the trades, So there's no secret sauce. They're telling you what the sauce is as they explain it. And you get to take additional trades in your demo account, if the market presents itself with a trade. And you get to see master traders going through all of these steps.
Great. And then one last question. I missed on when you were going through the types of trading, you said number 1 was the fastest trade and number 3 was the slower trade. What was number 2? You said number 3 was patient, moderate. Okay.
Yeah, that's, some people just want to, we love this term, pip and dip. Get your money, get out of the trade, and you are done. If you want bigger profits and you don't mind waiting a little bit more, then you may want to go for TP2. So I go between TP1 and TP2. Sometimes what you can do is take 2 entries. And so for one trade, you may go for TP1. And then on that second trade, you may set that take profit for TP2. So that's an option as well. And what you would do is split your leverage. So for $1,000, you're supposed to use a 0.1 leverage. You could do 0.05 for one and 0.05 for the other.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tasha, this is Sarah. I have a question.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. How does MetaTrader 4, how does that work with TradingView? Is that linked, or how do we use those 2 different tools?
Great question, and they are independent of each other. So, and I should have explained that when you're looking at TradingView, it's simply for charting and to do an analysis of your pair. You would still then either pick up your phone, open up MetaTrader and enter the trade, or trade from your computer on MetaTrader 4.
Okay, so, you lost me.
Let me say it again. So let's say, and see, the great thing about Tradera is that some people may come and say, give me the trade alert, I'll enter it on my phone, I'm done. Okay? Other people may say, well, the trade alert is nice, but I really want to learn how to call my own trade. I want to know the why behind the trade alert. So for those type of students, then you may want to pull up TradingView. You may want to go to the live classes and really dive into the analysis of the chart. And when you're taking your other trades, then you would go on your phone and actually take the trade that we talked about, whether it's a Tradera trade alert or a trade that was called maybe in the live classes. So you don't have to use TradingView if you don't want to. It just depends. You know, are you looking to just take the trade alert and make some money and go on about your day? Or do you really kind of want to learn the why behind the alerts? What is your goal?
Well, a combination.
Mm-hmm.
For new people, I wanted them to be aware of the trade alert so they can get going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
then for TradingView, I was getting a little confused there because am I putting my
Your
trades
trade in there.
into TradingView, or am I doing it into this Mega 4?
MetaTrader 4, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're still entering your trade in the MetaTrader 4. TradingView just gives you a way to preview it and do your analysis. If you're learning and you want to understand what the chart looks like before you actually get into the trade.
I was going crazy.
Oh, glad to answer that for you. And that's what the 20 pips and dip indicator does, is it shows you a nice setup, like which pair is ready for me to trade. Well, let me put on my 20 pips and dip indicator, and based on how they teach it, let me see which pair fits my setup. And once I have it, I pick up my phone, I go into MetaTrader 4, lot size, I choose my pair, lot size, stop loss, take profit, buy or sell.
Okay, is this recorded, this session now?
Yes, I'm recording it. I'll edit out the beginning part where people are just joining in and have it posted on YouTube by tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Tasha, could you post it in the Freedom Mindset Facebook group as well?
Sure, I sure can.
Okay.
Hello, Tasha.
Hey there, who's that?
Okay, this is Ron again in Washington, D.C. For your personal use of the trade alerts, do you always go in at market, or do you do pending orders for yourself?
That's a really good question. And my answer for me is somewhere in the middle. I don't set the pendings because I really like to look at the chart when I enter, but there may be a delay between the time that the trade is called and the time that I enter. And that's, I'm going to leave that for the Tradera educators to explain that, because there is some, secret sauce behind all that. and I want to leave all that trading advice for the experts. But it's a really good question, Ron.
I think
the timing of when you enter the trade, it affects how much drawdown or pullback you have.
Tasha.
Anytime you enter a trade, it's going to go negative first for the broker to get paid through the spread. But as you'll learn, price moves in stair steps. It rarely goes straight up or straight down. It's going to kind of stair step up or stair step down. So the time that you enter can actually dictate how much of a stair step you miss. And sometimes you can go straight into profit based on a very timely entry.
Tasha.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Lavoisier. I actually set up an account and I did my first trade yesterday.
Awesome.
But I'm not exactly sure. I opened my account up with $50, but I'm not sure how much money I actually had in the market when it comes to the market. What is it called? As soon as market execution.
Uh-huh.
I got the 0.01. I mean, I don't understand what percent is that? Is that 1% of $50?
Were you demo or live?
Live.
Oh, all right. Okay. So have you done your demo already?
No, I just kind of jumped in.
Or did you just go straight? You just kind of jumped in. I understand excitement. There's no easy way to explain. I'll tell you this, and I'll pull up the chart so that you can see it. So understanding the trade alert, let me go to the lot size chart. Let's say I'm in a trade and it moves 10 pips, okay? If I'm trading at 0.01, then for every pip, I will make 10 cents. So at 0.01, If price moves 10 pips, I exit the trades, then I have made $1.
Okay.
Now, let's skip down to 1,000. If I have $1,000 in my account, if price moves 10 pips, for every pip, I get paid $1 or I earn $1. So on a 10 pip move, I make $10 if I'm using a 0.1. For a standard lot, 1.0 lot size, for every pip, I make $10. So if price moves 10 pips in a trade, I made $100. So that's why the lot size is very important, because it directly affects the profit that you make. So this is where the broker and the leverage comes into play. If I have $100, my broker may or may not let me use a 1.0 lot size. You may say, oh, well, I want to make $10 for every pip. Yeah, but you have to have a big amount of leverage from your broker, because they're kind of putting their money with your money for the trade. It's a partnership, because back in the day, we weren't allowed to trade Forex. The average person couldn't trade unless you had $1 gazillion. Well, now we partner with the broker. They use some of their money, they give us leverage, we start our account, and we trade together. And so the broker is going to dictate just how much of a lot size you can use based on how much you have in your account. So that's kind of the easiest way that I can explain that lot size. The back office does have an explanation in that Forex section.
Okay, well, I'll stick for a minute.
Okay.
Hi, Tasha. This is Chelsea.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi. Quick question. What is the advantage of having or signing up with multiple brokers?
Yeah, good question. What makes some brokers different than others, what distinguishes one broker from another, is the spread. So let me talk about the spread for a quick minute. When we are taking the trade, when you look on this homepage, whether it's iPhone or Droid, you notice that there are two columns. So the first column, and let me just simplify the numbers so that it makes sense. Price may be, for the pair I'm looking at, may be at 1.2. I'll just make it two numbers for an easy example. And so I think price is going to go up. So yeah, I'm going to enter my trade at 1.2. But the broker says, no, remember, this is a partnership. You want 1.2, I'm going to give it to you for 1.0. I'm going to charge you 2 pips. So you get into the trade and you're negative 2 pips, because that's how the broker gets paid. So to answer your question, some brokers charge different amounts of pips for their spread for different pairs. And some brokers have a better reputation at how many pips they charge for certain pairs than others. So spread is one way that you can determine which broker to use. Another one, which is probably really, really important, is how easy is it to get your money out? You know, let's say you start your account with $500. After a couple of weeks, you've doubled it. Now it's $1,000. You may say, I want to take out $500 and just trade, and pay a bill, or do something fancy and leave 500 in there. Different brokers have different ways of pulling money out. Some brokers are known to be a little bit more difficult in terms of how you can get your money out. So all of these considerations are why we kind of recommended the brokers that we did, because they're kind of tried and tested, and you can get your money in there easier. You can pull it out safely. The spreads, aren't too bad. So those are some of the factors that we use to determine which broker to use. What you don't want to do is choose a broker that no one that who's trading uses. You don't want to be the guinea pig, because you don't want to get a nice size account, try to take money out, and then they tell you, oh, there's some crazy rule and you can't get your money.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Tasha. This is Adrienne.
Hey there. Hey, Adrienne.
Hey. First of all, I want to thank you for this excellent class because 5 minutes in, I was relieved and I said, I can do this.
Yay, you can.
So, and my question, I know you're going to talk about putting MetaTrader on the laptop next week, but I
or
just
Thursday.
had a quick question. Thursday, I'm sorry. Whenever I would try to download MetaTrader 4 on my laptop, it automatically upgraded me to 5. Will you be addressing that?
Sure, I can tell you that now. The best way to do it, I helped someone earlier in the week, is to go through your broker. So in this case, if you were using Hugo's Way, you can go to, I believe it's either on the demo site or just hugosway.com. And in the top right corner, it says download MT4.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, when you go through your broker, you don't have that problem.
Okay. So you said I can go on my iPhone, I'm sorry, and do this?
No, if you want to download it for your computer, then actually go to Hugo's Way or whatever broker you're using. Go to that website on your laptop computer.
On my laptop. Okay.
And then when you download their MT4, you should be good to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tasha.
Yes.
Really quickly, could you talk about how important it is for people to go to class? Even if I've talked to several people and the setup process is the process that holds people up, you know, and I had to watch a lot of videos, like YouTube videos on MT4 setups. I have a Mac. It's a little bit different to set it up on a Mac. So I had a lot of videos on how to put my MT4 on a Mac, and I watched a ton of videos, and at least I had some kind of knowledge of things. So 2 things that I will suggest, and then if you could address this. Number 1, we have a young group. I don't know if you guys looked at boulderfortress.com. Did you get a chance to look at it, Tosh?
I have not, but I did see it today. I saw it come through on the Telegram. Yeah,
for new people too, it's boulderfortress.com. It's inside of my Telegram. It's also on the Facebook page. On my Facebook page, I'll post it again. My young group, they trade. They take signals, and they're part of our group. But they made a website that is amazing, and it's for new people who don't know anything, and it's got pictures and like Tasha's amazing PowerPoint slides. But go to boulderfortress.com. But then also, Tosh, because I got to take this call, will you talk to them about why it's important? Even if I was talking to a young lady and she's like, well, I'm not going to class because all they're doing is live trading in there, and it's the 8 o'clock class. Can you talk about what people should be doing while they're in those classes? And they may not understand, but you have to go.
Yeah.
Can you talk about why that's really important to be in as many classes, trading classes, and also to show up for the 8 o'clock with Tradera, because that's what we're paying for.
Right. Yep. I will cover that. So I think, one of the cool parts about Tradera is that you can get in, where you fit in. I have some members who want to get the trade alert. They want to put it on their phone. They want to see the trade play out in their demo account. And then after a couple of weeks, I'll do some more videos and we can show you how to get to the live. If that's your goal and you're happy with that, then, the process is kind of simple and streamlined for you. However, if you want to really understand Forex and be able to work with other traders, get trade ideas outside of Tradera Trade Alert. For me, one of my whys, I have a son that's 16, and I've started to teach him how to trade so that when he's 18, sure, he'll still go to college, have a career, but hopefully it'll be something that he's passionate about and that trading can pay the bills. So for me, I'm trying to, I don't know, master may be too strong of a word, but right now trading is paying some of the bills for me. In order for me to get to that next level where it's paying all the bills and then some, that's why I go to class. That's why I'm in different Telegram groups. I'm building a team as well, and I'm really trying to streamline it so that I can get a new person in and kind of guide them with their small account to grow it. So it really depends on what your goals are, what your whys are. That's why I go to class, But if you want to get the trade alert, I'm not mad at you, and just take it and run, be good with that. No problem. Hats off to you. We're all growing our income, But for those who...
Are the classes, I'm sorry, this is Deborah. Are the classes every day at 8 o'clock, you say?
Yeah, and we understand there's a lot of information coming at us, so I can understand how it can feel like a maze. But yeah, part of our client membership, when you log into the back office and you go to live classes, there is a link. So every night at 8 o'clock, someone is marking up charts. They're marking up charts.
Do they also teach market structure as well?
Yeah, it's kind of all in there together. They'll mark up the charts and they'll tell you where they think price is going. And you get that same sort of feel with the live 20 pips and dip indicator classes. They're marked top-down analysis, marking up the charts, talking about where they think price is going. And in both cases, they may throw out some trades.
Okay. So Tasha, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to ask, these classes that are on Tradera, are they in a sequence? So, it doesn't matter if you missed, let's say we missed tonight's class and you go tomorrow's class. Nope. Are they all separate or, they don't piggyback off of each other? Okay.
No, because, if they look at UJ tonight, then because it's in the same trading week, there's going to be some correlation if they look at that same pair tomorrow. But there's no dependency on you going yesterday, for you to go tonight. You can jump in at any time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Tasha, how you doing?
Hey there.
Good. Hey, and me and my wife, we kind of husband and wife team, and I kind of jumped in and kind of went to forex.com, set up a demo account, kind of played around with some things, understand how to clean my chart, set my chart up, and look at my volume and different things of that nature. But I haven't gotten to the point where as though I can actually set my take profit and stop loss and be able to watch a trade kind of play out.
Oh yeah. Yet. Oh yeah.
So
yeah, what I would suggest for you, Tradera Pitmasters, that's a Telegram that's run by Clyde and Brenda. Brenda took her account $50 up to like 11,000 like last week or the week before. And so they have 8 a.m. Zoom calls. And Clyde and Brenda will be on that call really, really explaining. So that's what I would recommend for you.
Okay. So when I was looking at the bear candle and the bull candle, I was able to color code my chart, make it all white, be able to do all that, clean the charts up. But I was just kind of trying to understand what is the bull candle and the bear candle. If you could explain that. I know I'm a little bit ahead, but
no, that's great. So bullish means it's increasing and price is going up. So a bullish candle means price started at 2 and went up to 5, just to make it simple. A bearish candle, you always hear the terms in Forex, bulls versus bears. A bearish candle means price is decreasing. So it started at a 5, but when it closed, it's down at a 2. So if you're in a buy, you're hoping for, as many bullish candles as possible. If you're in a sell, you're hoping for a bearish movement. But just keep in mind that price stair steps. It rarely goes straight up or straight down unless there's a news event.
Gotcha. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tasha.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, Tasha.
Hey there.
This is Queen from Chicago. I just have a question, and it's on the slide that you have up. I thought I had set up my demo account, but when I hit the plus sign to add a pair, none of this comes up. None of the indices, exotics indices. The only thing that comes up is Forex. So did I not set it up right? Do I need to start over?
Yeah, I would go back to this part, connecting. Are you on iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay, so when you open up MT4, I can walk through it with you. Click on settings.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Open up the phone. Okay, I'm on settings.
Okay, now do new account.
Okay.
Second option, log into an existing account.
Okay.
Okay, do you see Hugo's Way in your list?
I do not.
Okay, type it in next to that search bar, that magnifying icon. Just do Hugo's and hit enter.
Demo 3.
Click on demo 3.
Then I have to go back and get my login password and put it back in.
From your email, make sure that, and click sign in. Yeah, maybe there was a problem and it didn't connect.
Okay.
Quick piggyback question. Like when we have to go back to our email for the login and password, what we're talking about right now. Which email? Like, what do I have to request first?
Well, the first step, if you used Hugo's Way, as soon as you, I think it was step 2, as soon as you click submit, then you should get a confirmation email from Hugo's Way that looks something like this. You have successfully registered for your MT4 demo account. I forget what the subject is going to say.
Okay, perfect.
And, over the weekend, I think it was a little slow. So if you don't get a response right away, just do it again.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? It's about 8:10, so we're gonna wrap it up.
One more question, actually.
Sure.
Will your next class on Thursday pretty much start all over from step 1? Because I did miss step 1. I was a bit late.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna cover the same information again and just add on a little bit to it. But here is the URL if you choose to do Hugo's Way. And all of these slides are on my YouTube channel. So just search for my name, Tasha Hodes, and you can catch up on anything that you've missed.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All
right. Have a good
day. This is Diana Bowden. Can you hear me?
I can. Hi there.
Hi, how are you? I was getting back to the trade alert signals. How long are the signals good to get in on? I see in notes they have the entry price. Is that what we're supposed to put in order to order a trade?
Well, that's another deep question. So the best advice for a beginner is as soon as you get the trade alert, enter it. That's the recommended path for a brand new trader, right? Here's the problem.
What time span are you talking about? Like within the hour or 30 minutes or what?
As soon as possible. Here's why you want to do it as soon as possible. Let's say it's 8 a.m. and let me pull up that slide. The trade alert comes in, okay, and we want TP1 of 76.72. Let's say I don't pick up my phone until 9 p.m. and I see the trade. What happens if price has already hit TP1? If I go in and I put TP1, more than likely, I'm going to lose that unless price pulls back and hits it again. But your
do we need to look at charts and make sure or what?
I would say if you can't take it right away, then you may want to wait till the next one. For brand new traders, because we want to keep it simple, right? So for those who just want to take the trade alerts and you just want to make some money, 9 times out of 10, I miss all the London session trade alerts. If it, if I go to bed at midnight, if I get a trade alert between 12 and 6, when I wake up, oh, that's just a done deal. I don't really try to get into those. I don't even look at them. I just take for granted that I have missed that one, and I just wait for the next one.
Okay, you said that's the London session, correct?
Yeah, because anytime during the day, my phone is kind of by me and I don't really miss those. But it's a given that anything from midnight to 6, I'm not going to see. So I'm not going to wake up at 6:30 and try to jump into a trade that came in at 3 a.m. I'm not going to even look at that. I'm just going to say that's gone.
Yeah.
But it's hard to put a time frame because sometimes, if the trade alert comes in at 2 p.m. and it's a pair that moves in the Asian session, it could be that price stays where it is and doesn't move till 7 a.m. So in that case, you could take the trade an hour later. But as a beginner trade, we boast that you don't have to do any analysis with the trade alerts. Well, so the caveat is just jump in right when they say, and then you erase all the uncertainty with what time is best to get in. That gets a little tricky.
Okay, thank you very much.
Because no problem. You just can't predict when the market is going to move. Some Tradera trade alerts will move within the hour. Some will move 3 or 4 hours later. I don't know that anyone has a crystal ball in terms of the time frame. However, what you can realize is that if I'm trading USD JPY, USD will move according to the New York session. Okay, so all USD pairs, you're going to see most of your movement during the New York session. JPY, based on where it is geographically, is going to move heavily in the Asian session. So when I first started trading and I wasn't working from home and I was in the office all day, I chose USD JPY because I could come home and in the evening I could analyze USD JPY because I had a Japanese pair that moved a lot in that Asian session. So for the most part, look at your pair, look where it is geographically. Your European pairs, your Euro pairs, your GBPs, those are going to move heavily in the London session. So unless you want to get up for the London session, don't let that be your first pair if you're, on the East Coast.
You said the Euro? You mean the Euro versus the USD?
Well, any pair that has EUR in it, Euro, or any pair that has GBP, it's more than likely going to make its major moves in the London session. So I typically, now, if it's Euro USD, sure, it's going to move during the New York session too. But it's probably not going to do a whole lot in the Asian session because Europe is not in Asia, nor is USD. So the pairs do kind of move based on where they are geographically. So that can give you some guidance with your trade alert, some guidance. But, the market, the market does what it wants to do. We can only predict it with so much certainty.
Okay, thank you for giving me those parameters. I appreciate y'all so much.
Oh, no worries.
I have one question before you leave.
Sure.
Where do they announce the Tradera Pipmaster Zoom 8 o'clock call?
They do it inside that Telegram. If you want to shoot me a note on Telegram, I can add you to that channel.
What is your number?
Oh, just find me on Telegram. It's easier.
Oh, okay.
Yep, find me on Telegram and I can add you to that channel.
Okay, thank you.
Clyde and Brenda are wonderful. Now, it's definitely those 8 o'clock Zooms. It's analysis heavy. It's very, so come with a mind to learn if that's what you're looking for.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, everyone. Let's wrap it up for tonight. hopefully everyone can dive into the steps, whatever you haven't done up to this point, and we'll catch up again on Thursday. All right. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.